Hey everyone, and welcome back to our LightHearted Teen Summer Series, where we interview teenagers about their lives. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Britton. We've been so excited to do this. The world is always changing, and we know this age group is living in a way different climate than when we were teenagers.
Joining us today is my sister Joanna and my niece Gia. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
So excited. Yay.
No, for real. We're so excited you guys are here. Thank you for being with us today. We recognize that times are changing, and we would like to know all about your experience. So, yeah, we're just really thankful. Could you just super quick kind of give us a quick little bio about you? So, like name, age.
Hi, I'm Gia. I'm 18. I have 4 siblings. I like singing, and I love watching movies. Just cinema in general. Love that.
Love that.
Hi, I'm Joanna. I'm 16. I have 11 siblings, and I love watching The Rookie and FaceTiming my best friend.
I love it.
Love that.
That's so awesome. Okay, can we do an incredibly boring fact about ourselves? That's what I love doing, especially with teenagers, is like, don't tell me a fun fact that no one knows. Tell me something so boring about yourself.
I don't have any. I'm just so interested.
You're like, I'm just so fun.
I'm just...
Okay, Rachel and I are going to start. My favorite thing to do is just walk through CVS aisles because I'm boring as heck, but I like looking at all the random crap there.
That's so real.
And not buying any of it. I just love it so much. I love CVS.
Very boring.
And like Walgreens, I love it.
The only reason I like Walgreens is if they have cutie cups.
Is to get the cutie cups. Maybe that I just tie it to fun memories. But
That's probably true. Yeah. Let's see, a boring fact about me is that I like to plan vacations I'm never going to go on.
that's dreaming. That's good.
Yeah, I don't do that hardly anymore because I'm busy actually doing other things. But I used to literally like look at flight info, hotels, like how long I would stay, what activities I would do, and I would never book it. I never go on it. It was just fun. I think I needed to be a travel agent.
You should be a travel
that's
agent.
what
There's still time.
There's still time. Yeah.
I love it.
Boring fact, I'm homeschooled, so I don't get out much.
That's not boring. That's not boring. We're amazing. Being homeschooled is the most epic thing ever.
A boring fact about me is I love rearranging my room. And so I'll just sit there. I won't be on my phone. I'll just sit there and just stare at a wall and think about how I'm going to rearrange my room. And I do this with other places too. Like I'll go into my grandma's house and be like, how would I rearrange this? And then I create a floor plan. And like,
You and I are going to talk after this.
yeah, like if I lived in her house, how would I do it?
I love that so much.
Yeah, it's really strange.
I will take any and all ideas that you get while you're here today.
I kind of love that.
I would love to hear them all.
You need to play The Sims.
You
I
should.
love Sims. It's so fun.
That's awesome. Oh, I love that. Okay, so if you guys listen to the pod, which I know you do, then you know we ask every guest 3 questions. So we would love to ask you guys those today if you're okay with that.
Okay. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Okay.
No. If you could go back in time and change one thing that you had control over, what would you change, or would you change anything? I'm going to ask Gia first.
Okay. I think I would socialize more because I feel like in high school, especially when you're starting out, you're so nervous. And especially for me, like I'm so like introverted that I don't like talking to people. But like, you know, the results of that was I only had like 2 friends. So I just wish I would have socialized more and got out there more.
Love that answer.
I like that answer a lot. Yeah.
Probably take more opportunities to like when friends invite me out and stuff to actually like go to them, even if I'm not like feeling like it or something. Just like
Spending
go
time.
because I know I'd have fun once I'm there.
It's true.
Instead of just sitting at home on my phone.
It's a good answer.
That's such a good one. If you could give younger you one piece of advice, what would you tell her?
I would say don't focus on wanting a boyfriend. Like,
Oh,
I
you
feel
and I
like-
are so similar, Gia.
I feel like growing up, like you want that affection, so like you crave someone there for you, and so you want a boyfriend, but then guys don't get one.
Don't do it.
Don't get one. It's not all about it. Yeah.
I love that answer.
Hang out with your siblings more.
Oh, that's so cute. That's so nice.
If you could ask your future self one question, what would you ask?
I would ask, is Taco Bell still around?
No, you.
Gia.
Would you? Is that what you're putting in the episode? Yes. Is that a genuine question? I love that.
She's small me.
Bertaley. Oh. It's a reference.
Well, I don't think Britton gets it, but all of us are just gonna cry now. That's so cute. I mean, that's a genuine question that
Yeah.
I would like to ask too, honestly. If you guys don't get the reference, there was this YouTube channel, family channel called Bertaley, and unfortunately their oldest son, Caleb, passed away when he was 13 years old. And the last video they have of him, the last vlog, like the day before he passed away, was the question was asked, if you could ask your future self one question, what would you ask? And that was his question. And that's the last clip that they have of him.
Oh my gosh.
That's so cute. That is a good, genuine question, though. He was onto something, truly.
He was.
Taco Bell is life.
It is.
For real.
So if we could tell Caleb right now, it currently is still around.
Yeah. Just a little rundown. Modernized in a weird way.
That's
Yeah.
true. Yeah. I think he'd be happy, though.
But still good.
Yeah.
That is the saddest.
I
was
love
like,
that.
Oh, I was not ready for that.
I thought it was a joke, and I was like, heck yeah, I would ask
No,
that.
because as soon as I found out that I was going to be a guest, like that question, that's the first thing that popped in my head. I'm like, oh.
All right, well, that was heartfelt and cute. Joanna?
Do I still have all my friends? And do you keep connections with them? Like, are you still talking to them?
Love
Even
that.
from like distances and stuff?
Before we dive into some deeper questions, we have a few more lighter questions that I thought we could talk about. Let's start nice and easy, something I know you can talk about for a long time. What is your favorite TV show and why?
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, that might be smart. My favorite TV show is New Girl because
So good.
Yeah, it just has everything, you know? And I think it's mostly like in the comedy realm, which is really nice. You know, whenever like you want comfort, you always go to your comfort show.
I love
Yeah.
that. Who's your favorite character?
Schmidt.
Schmidt.
Oh yeah,
Schmidt.
it's up and popping up in here. 29.
It's like, we built this Schmitty. Oh, that's a good one.
Your turn.
And you.
Well, my favorite show is The Rookie, obviously. I think I make that pretty well known to most people that know me. I don't think I have never not brought it up to someone.
It's like me and Kane, guys.
It is.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is.
I could literally talk about it for hours. So I'm gonna...
You do.
I do. I do talk about it for hours, actually.
Can we play a game real quick?
Absolutely.
If I just like set a 1 minute timer, can you just like stream of consciousness about The Rookie? Can you do that?
Just like...
Just tell me all of your thoughts.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. All right. Okay, ready, go.
Well, it's so comforting. I love it so much. I don't know what it is about the show. I feel so like just comforted when I'm watching it. I don't know, the characters and their storylines, and like you relate to some of the characters, and like I don't know.
It's just one of those shows.
It's just it's so good.
I would agree. I do
love
like it a lot.
so much. And oh my gosh, Chenford. Oh my gosh.
It's the
I'm
thing.
gonna.
It's the thing.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
love it.
They were the only couple on The Rookie that were never intended to actually be a couple.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, because people shipped them so much, they just actually became a couple.
Yeah.
They were never
That's-
Well,
meant
yeah,
to be.
because they flirt 24/7.
Yeah, they're so flirty.
So, yeah.
All right, our next lighthearted question is, what is your dream vacation spot?
Dream.
Dream. Like
Anywhere.
number one. You could go
You
anywhere
could
in the
spend
world.
any amount of money.
Where are you going?
My dream vacation spot is Lake Como in Italy. Because if y'all don't know, that's where Anakin and Padme got married in Star Wars. Yeah. And plus, I have family in Italy, so I could go stay with them.
Oh, yeah. It's at that point, it's just like visiting
Yeah.
your family on a trip.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I love that.
Joanna?
Either Disney World again, because I'm her sister, so it's kind of.
It's Disney World.
She loves it.
Yeah. Or, I kind of want to go to Paris.
You could
There's
go
a
to
Disney
Paris.
in Paris. Just saying.
Disney Paris. That's where I want to go.
Yeah, that would be
Yep.
fun.
Okay.
Which one has the Tangled ride? Is that Paris?
I think it's Paris.
And then there's one, I think it's Tokyo,
Tokyo.
that has the Zootopia stuff.
Yeah.
Shanghai Disney.
It may be that one.
Yeah.
Let's just do a Disney tour.
Yes.
A
Done.
Disney World tour.
For every season.
Yeah,
Done.
that's what we should have
Done.
done this whole
Yeah,
time.
we should have.
What are we doing with ourselves?
I mean, we could fly to Tokyo for cheaper. What is the best snack combo ever invented?
Okay, I got this. Okay. The best snack combo is chocolate covered graham crackers.
Oh.
It's really good.
Yeah, that sounds
Have
great.
you ever had the ones from Starbucks? No. They used to have them. I don't know if they still have them.
Because I know they make a mix where it's like a s'mores mix. So there's chocolate covered marshmallows, chocolate covered graham crackers. So good.
They're
so good.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Something pretty basic. Goldfish and a juice box. Okay, take me back to kindergarten days.
Or penguins.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Oh,
give me
penguins.
goldfish or
Penguins.
penguins and a juice box, and I'm content. Or just chocolate, or just straight chocolate.
That's not a combo, though.
Okay, chocolate. They have special chocolate bars that have potato chips crushed up in them. And that is my, because it's like the sweet,
Yeah.
salty, crunchy. I'm like,
Lay's used to sell...
Lick it.
Oh, chocolate covered chips.
yeah, chocolate-covered chips.
oh, yeah, done.
Yeah.
I would eat all of
Not
those.
sponsored, but...
Not sponsored, but we would love it if you sent us some.
What?
Oh my goodness. And French fries and ice cream.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, like a
Like,
Frosty?
oh, for sure.
Easy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a Wendy's frosty.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the move.
Yes.
Wendy's sponsor us.
Potatoes
Please.
go well with everything.
It's
That's
true,
what it
though.
is.
Like,
Yeah.
I
It's potatoes.
Potatoes are the best food. Like,
Yeah.
When I have, chocolate and stuff, I always want, a salty snack. Like, give me some chips.
Yes.
Or, yeah. Our next question is, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
I think I would want to master playing guitar. Because, the type of person I am, I see a song that I want to learn it, don't practice it, forget it in, a month. But, I want to just be able to pick up the guitar and, play.
Anything.
Yeah.
Love that.
What about you?
fly a plane. I could go anywhere. Like, I just want to just learn how to fly a plane. Fly myself wherever I want to go. I could
Smart.
fly myself.
That's a good answer.
I could fly myself to Disney Paris.
Such good answers. I love that.
I like that.
I would instantly master playing the piano.
Agreed.
love this.
That would be my answer.
I love all of these.
I love watching people that are just like
like
incredible piano players, and I'm like, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Like, I would just love to be able to just sit down at a piano and be the best piano player ever. So
Yeah, because that's how I am with piano too. Because I learned the Mia and Sebastian's theme song thing on piano, and then I forget it.
yeah, I used to be able to play 1,000 Years from
Oh,
Twilight.
that's a good one.
Can't play it anymore. What would you
That's a good one.
pick if you could master any skill?
I think I would just know every language. Like, I think I would just be able to
That's a
speak
good
every language.
one.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really fun.
That would be so cool.
Yeah.
Just to be fluent.
It'd
in
be
everything.
so cool. Yeah.
Then you could overhear people talking.
Yes.
That'd be good.
Yeah, or like you could go anywhere and like,
And, be
feel
able
like
to
you could,
communicate.
yeah,
Yeah.
you could get around.
I love
That's
that.
smart.
Yeah.
And then you can fly.
Yeah.
And we can play the music.
Love
so
this.
smart.
Got it.
Love this. Let's travel the world.
She'll be our translator.
I love that.
It'd be perfect. I really like this next question. What is something small that will always make your day better?
Okay. I feel like I don't have my animals right now, but whenever I wake up and they're cuddled next to me, because I have a cat named Anakin and then a dog named Zelda, and Anakin will cuddle up next to my face and I'll wake up and he's just there. I'm like, I love it.
That's the best.
It makes me happy first thing in the morning.
watching TV in the evening, it doesn't have to be The Rookie, although most of the time it is. But just when I'm like chilling and watching TV with my mom or my sister or both of them, and we're just watching TV, I don't know. It's so nice to just hang out. One of my love languages is just quality time. So if I'm just hanging out with people, it's really nice for me. So.
Yeah.
Agree. Yeah.
And being on FaceTime with Chia.
You're like,
Which is mostly an everyday occurrence most of the time.
Yeah. We're trying to get it to 10 hours FaceTime.
Yeah,
that's impressive.
Our longest FaceTime is 9 hours and like 53 minutes. It's ridiculous.
Couldn't just push it 7 more minutes?
Right?
You guys.
We were so close.
It was like 12 a.m. though.
Yeah.
For anyone that has no idea, they're not together all the time. This is
Unfortunately.
it's long distance.
Mm-hmm.
They live about like 8 hours apart or so. So
That's so sad.
Yep.
they're not just FaceTiming and like 5 minutes away from each other. Although I could do that with Britain probably. So
We could do it.
We'd probably do that anyways.
Should we like break their record?
yeah.
We'd be
12
at each other's
hours.
house like
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
all the time.
Yeah.
But I would agree. I love TV time. If I don't get it, it messes with my brain.
Yeah, it really throws off my like I can't sleep.
Mm-hmm. What about you guys? What's your answer?
I think mine would be like when I can get like a really good food that I wanted. That always makes my day better.
Love
Like
that.
if I'm craving Chick-fil-A and I get Chick-fil-A, I'm so much happier. Like just give me food.
I think you guys were talking about love languages a little bit, and I'm definitely somebody who recharges alone. And so if I can have like some recharge time, like playing a video game or reading or whatever, like if I can just recharge alone for like half an hour, then I'm
Agree.
good. Like that's my like small thing.
Coloring in a coloring book for like 5 minutes?
Yes.
Peace.
Like then your brain's like, okay, like
Yeah.
we're good. We're good. Yeah. Yeah. So then I can come back and like be happy again. But yeah, that'll make me, it's like my small thing that just makes my day so much better is recharging alone for just a little bit of time.
Okay, now we're going to get into some of the more deeper questions, the heavy-hearted, if you will. Our first one is, what age has been the hardest for you?
Okay. I feel like the hardest ages are like, for me, it was like 10 to like 15. Because those are like peak hormones, emotions, like everything is so rough.
Mm-hmm.
And like as a kid, like it's so much happening all around you. It just feels like a lot. So
That's so real.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's so
Everything-
real. Like,
everything
and
is
that's
a
when
big
like
deal.
friend groups are crumbling and
yes, it's
everyone's
like
just
the
having a
middle
tough
school
time.
drama, peak everything.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Hate it.
12 or 11 to like 14 probably. There was just a lot going on at that time. I mean, I was getting a lot of new siblings and it was just a lot for me. So
It's a lot to adjust.
yeah, I'm not good with change at all. So yeah, it was a lot of big change so quick.
Yeah, and at that age.
Yeah, and at that age. So yeah, there was a lot of angry moments. But yeah, so
Just so you guys know, that is the common answer. Right
Yeah.
around there. That is everyone's answer.
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
great.
It's just what it is.
Yeah. I think it's hard too, like not to get too deep into it, but it's hard when like that age is tough anyway.
Yep.
And then you add in like
Other
tough
things.
friends or parents going through something hard or
A
adding
pandemic, I was
siblings
gonna
or
say.
a pandemic or
yeah.
like you add in anything and like that age is already really crappy. And then it's like on top of it, you're like,
Yeah.
all this crap's going on too. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being like 12 to 14 during the
Oh
pandemic.
my gosh.
Like it sucked so much anyway.
Well, no wonder that group is like always on their like iPad or something.
Yeah.
Like they're stuck in it. Wait, I
Yeah.
was at that age. No,
We
I
we
can't
both
say
were.
anything. Yeah.
We both were that age.
No,
Yeah,
but
I
it's
can't
like
say
that.
anything.
That is why like you guys escape a little bit because
Yeah.
like that was a really tough time to be going through something so big.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I really like this one.
Oh, no.
What is the biggest lesson you've learned from a friendship so far?
I feel like I've learned that you don't have to text every day to keep the friendship. Because with us, we'll go like 3 months without talking and then just like resume the conversation like nothing happened.
That's so healthy.
Yeah. And I feel like when you have a friendship, you're so afraid of losing it that you're like, okay, I got to check up on them like every day, texting them. But like if the friendship is true, then you can like stretch it out a bit and you don't
Yeah.
have to text every day.
Yeah. And if she needed you,
then
you wouldn't be like, we haven't hit our 3 months of not talking yet. You'd be like, I'm here. What do you need?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Oh, that's so healthy. I wish everyone would know that. Like, 'cause I didn't know that either. Until semi recently.
It's actually kind of like ironic or like funny because like we won't talk and then we'll be like, look at this shirt I got. Like,
I
it'll be
love
so
that.
random.
That's so good.
I love
Yeah.
That's so good.
You don't have to, I guess, change yourself so people will like you, or you don't have to be friends with everyone, because not necessarily like changing yourself, but like early on in our friendship, I was kind of like not talking about like my religion or anything, just because like she wasn't raised like that, so I didn't want to like upset her or just annoy her, so I
Or
just
push it on me. Yeah.
I didn't want to like shove it down your throat, so I just like never brought it up. But you know, now we talk about it and stuff, and now we do Bible study together, we're gonna go to church camp together, and it's really great, and it's so much better that way, and I love it.
Yeah.
Can I also add one thing?
Absolutely.
Is that like whenever you're being like your true self in a friendship or like just in general, you will attract people that like you for who you are, instead of like pretending you're someone else and then attracting the wrong people, you know?
I love
Like,
that.
I feel like that's where most
that.
kids go wrong in like early high school, middle school, because they're trying to be someone who they're not. Or like, yeah.
You're
Yeah.
totally
Fit in.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like they just want to fit.
Yeah.
You're totally right. I love that.
All right, and the next question is, how do you take care of your mental and emotional health?
I don't. No, I'm kidding.
You're like, that's why I have such a good personality.
Exactly. You stuff
Block
it
it
all
all out.
inside.
It's all the
Yeah.
character.
You shove it down
Britain
deep,
relates.
and then it gives you a personality, a sense of
Yeah, I was like, well, I
humor.
can't heal myself out of a personality because that would just be
Exactly.
no fun for anyone.
That'd be boring. Who wants that? No, but to be real, I really don't. I mean, sometimes I will like go outside, pop up like a lawn chair or something, and like put music on and like listen, you know, just sit there, not on my phone, just sit there and like listen to birds chirping, wind, stuff.
Can I just ask, how do you know when it's time to do that? Like, how can you kind of gauge when you've gotten so deep into your feels that like you have to go have some outside time?
I feel like it's the point where like I get overstimulated or like overwhelmed or like something just happened and I'm like, okay, time to sit outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in my life, I like to call it the cherry on top effect. Do you have that? Like, because like for me, it'll be like, I'm handling it. And now my mascara is not working. And now I'm like, I'm done for the day. Like I have reached my limit. I've handled everything. And this one tiny thing sets me off. Do you have your thing?
I feel like my hair, whenever like it's touching me, I'm like, it's too much. So I have to put it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally makes sense.
It's pretty similar to yours, actually. I just like remove myself from the situation if I feel myself getting too like upset over something, or just overstimulated. Like if something crazy happens and I'm just like too much going on, I like to like go in the other room, go on my phone, watch The Rookie. What? And venting to Gia about like things helps too. So yeah.
I guess same question to you. Do you have your last straw where you're just done?
Well, when I'm already overstimulated and then there's a bunch of kids screaming and someone's just like, watch this kid. And I'm just like, okay. And then they just don't listen. I'm like, okay, I am trying to have patience with you, but I have none.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah.
Our next question is, what's one value you really want to hold on to as you get older?
Oh, that's a good question. I love this question. I would say to be understanding, because I feel like most people, they look at the small picture, but really like you got to look at the big picture and understand that like everybody is living their own lives.
Yeah.
That's why I love the word sonder. Because it basically means like you have the realization that everybody else has their own lives, their own feelings, their own experiences, and like it really puts everything in perspective. Like if like
I love that.
you're running late to work, you know, there's a bunch of cars around you. They could be doing different things. So
I like
yeah.
that a lot. I think
Mhm.
understanding's such a good word.
yeah,
Yeah, I like. And you said sonder.
Sonder.
I don't know if I've ever used that word.
Sonder.
I like
want to get
it.
it like tattooed on me.
I love that. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
I feel like our answers are kind of similar. Mine's just like trying to have patience with people, and you know, like, I mean, I don't have a lot of patience. I try, but yeah, that's one, having a lot of patience, and yeah, loving those around you and showing everyone love.
I think those are good things. I think especially like as you get older, I think those are two things that are really nice, because I think everyone gets really busy. Like the older you get, the more busy you get somehow. And so, yeah, I like those a lot. Those are good answers.
Okay, we only have a couple more questions. And this one is, who's someone that inspires you and why?
My oldest sibling inspires me because I feel like you truly don't know what the oldest sibling goes through, like as a younger sibling, until they tell you. Like, and like the things my oldest sibling has gone through and like has overcome, pushed through, like it's such an inspiration. And like especially like he's such a parent figure to me, and I think that's really special.
Yeah.
Like that relationship.
I love that.
Love it.
Mhm.
Well, interesting enough, mine is basically the same as hers. So the person I'm talking about is Rachel, honestly. Yeah, basically what she said. There's just like a lot you don't know until you get older. Just like the way she's like walked through life, and like it's just so inspiring to me. I feel like I can do like anything, honestly. Just like, I don't know how to put it into words. I mean, that's a given with having an older sister, usually, that like you look up to them. And yeah, I mean, there was a lot of times we did not get along,
Amen.
but yeah, that,
Well, that's adorable.
yeah.
That's so nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Should we get to the last question? Okay, the final question, and then we can answer questions if you have any. This is a big one, and we won't take offense, okay? We won't. What is something you think the older generation misunderstands about your generation? And I'm going to give another little, we asked this one in our previous teen episode. And so I just want to say, like, if you are here watching, I'm assuming you're watching in good faith because you want to learn from these awesome teenagers, not because you want something to get mad about. So we're going to listen to your answers, and we're going to try to take them to heart because I think it's really important. So what do you guys think?
I think just iPhones in general.
Yeah.
Mainly because I feel like teenagers these days were like stuck on our iPhones, bed rotting, like you get consumed in them. And so I feel like when your parent sees that, they don't really understand because they didn't grow up with that. So like I feel like most teenagers these days, like it's like a clutch. Like whenever you're depressed or like anxious, you go on your phone. Like it's kind of inevitable. Yeah.
Yeah, and like they had their escapes too. It just wasn't technology because that wasn't.
So I feel like they don't get it when they're like, okay, get off your phone, let's go play outside. But like, they didn't grow up with it, so they don't really understand.
Yeah, it's like now your friends aren't outside, your friends are on their phones. Like
Yeah.
that's how you communicate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's a time and a place, and I think it's good to like listen to your parents
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
I mean, social media and stuff can be super negative.
And just being online in general.
Right. Yeah, but they I feel like I'm kind of in the middle of like both because like
Yeah.
iPhones weren't really a thing when I was young.
Mm-mm.
Like I didn't have like that was like the iPods were just
Yeah. Yeah.
like the music.
It's like you could play games on them, but
Right.
Yeah.
But my teen years, like I definitely had technology and that
Yeah.
was my escape. Like so.
Yeah, phones in general, like she said, that like all of our issues come from our phones, which I will say, issues can be caused by social media or can make things worse.
Yeah. One little thing can set you off.
Yeah, But like a lot of it could come from somewhere else. Like, oh, you have anxiety. Oh, it's that phone. I mean, it could be,
But it's not always.
but no, it could be like generational thing, or just like it doesn't have to just be the phone. Like just because you got a stomach ache doesn't mean your phone caused it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You guys obviously weren't here for our last teen episode, but that was one of the answers given.
It was
Like
yeah.
almost exactly. So
It
that
was
must
like,
be a widely.
It doesn't. Yeah, like me holding my phone doesn't have that much of an impact.
Yeah, a very normal thing with your generation that people feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Unfortunately.
And like I said, and like you said, like it can cause those things, but that doesn't mean that that's what it is.
The main issue.
Like
Mm-hmm.
mental health issues still existed before social media was a thing. They just weren't talked about. I feel like social media made it more common to get help, seek help, and talk about mental health.
Yeah.
And so just because they ignored it before doesn't mean it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like the older generation, like they had those like anxiety and stuff, but they had different outlets.
Mm-hmm.
So it's again just different. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think, like they grew up in a society where like you send all the kids outside to play and they all play with all the neighborhood kids
Yeah.
and they don't come home until it's dinner time. And like that was the society that they grew up in. And like now I would not feel safe doing that. Like I'm not going to send my kid like
Yeah.
be like, just come home when it's time to eat. Like come home.
What like happened? Like what's the difference? I don't even know.
I think scary people are getting braver.
I agree with that. I think there was scary people back then, but you
Totally.
just didn't know about it as much because we didn't have
True.
access to news and
Yeah.
social media where all this stuff is like, oh, holy crap. And I feel like so many people say that like so many bad things are happening, which they are, don't get me wrong. And I do think that things get worse.
But those are just the ones that are being told.
Yes.
But we can see everything now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
50 years ago, we had no idea what was happening in Denver, Colorado on a random Monday, but
Yes.
now we do because it's on our phone.
You're so right.
So
I also think like we're all more well educated on the things that do happen, like and like can happen. And so I think back then like bad things were happening to people and
Right.
maybe it just didn't register
It
like
didn't.
like oh man, like I should probably tell an adult about this, or like maybe their parents genuinely didn't give a crap. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I think times are just different. And so yeah, like if you find escape on your phone or like reading books or like
right.
yeah. Before we close, do you guys have any advice or things that you wish our listeners knew?
Okay, my advice is like when you're like, what if it goes wrong? Like, what if something happens? But what if it goes right? You know, like you like kind of look at the positive side to everything.
I guess just don't change yourself for other people and know who your people are. Like your friends, make sure they're there for you and not just for like, yeah.
Like they're your friends for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Because they care about you, not because like they don't want to be alone or something.
Yeah, see, I just
Yeah.
need her to finish my sentences for me.
Thank you so much for listening to episode 2 of our Teen Summer Series. Be sure to download LightHearted wherever you get your podcasts, and please leave us a review. It really helps us reach more people who need just a little bit more light in their lives. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at LightHeartedPod.
And don't forget,
Stay
stay lighthearted.
This podcast was recorded on Buzzsprout in West Virginia.